Cody here from J-Tech. Today we're going to be going over how to calculate gear ratio inside a manual transmission. This transmission is out of a 1999 Ford Ranger with a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine. It is a 5-speed manual trans, also known as the M5. When you calculate gear ratios, you take your driven gear, which is going to be from your input shaft, which comes through to your output shaft. Also, and here's your counter shaft. You take your driven gear, which is this was off of the input shaft that comes from the back of the engine. The gear's here, and the bigger the gear, the lower the gear you're actually in. So this one here is gonna be first with the lower gear. That's the pair for first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, and then fifth gear's all the way around the back right here. Calculate gear ratio. Your input shaft all the way through here. This is gonna be your driven gear. It's gonna come down. You're going to lock it. Say you're on first gear, it's going to come into the input shaft down to first gear. It's going to lock in there with the sinker here, transfer to the counter shaft, come back here to another gear, and back up to, it comes in the input shaft here, drops down to the counter shaft, comes across to the gear you're selecting, and then it comes out the output shaft. See, on this one here, we've already calculated it. It's going to be, if on first gear, which is the bigger gear here, you have 36 teeth in this one, and then 16 teeth in the smaller gear, which equals out to be a 2.25 to 1 ratio. And then third gear, or second gear, you have, let's see, it's 32 teeth on the bigger gear, 24 teeth on the little gear, which comes out to be a 131 to 1 gear ratio. Third gear right here, you have 29 on the bigger gear, now it's a smaller gear for more speed, less torque. You have 29 to 32, which equals a, that ain't right, it equals a 1.28 gear ratio. And then you have your fourth gear, which is at the very front, which is going to be a direct all the way through. It's 1-to-1 gear ratio. And your fifth gear right here, your smaller gear has 23 teeth on it and your big gear has 48, bringing you to a 0.48 to 1 gear ratio. That's how I calculate the gear ratio on a manual transmission.